Yeah, it's a hot puppy here in the shop at the headquarters. Anyway, woo, doggy, it's hot, man. All right, well, step outside here. Light exchange. Let's see, I gotta get in the shade so I don't cook my bald head. Anyway, hey, welcome back, everybody. When I was down at Pate Swap Meet a while back, fly over again every time I turn the camera on. Anyways, down at the Pate Swap Meet this year, and on the way down there, wife and I were chit-chatting about what I was gonna build. I know everybody's probably getting tired of seeing, okay, this guy repaints and restores a mini bike all the time. I need to do something different where I'm not spending as much time trying to make one pretty or whatnot. So I'm gonna add something a little different to the channel. Now I'm gonna break this up. I'm not gonna do this all in one episode. It's gonna be like scattered between other things I do, because I have some other things lined up that I've been waiting on. You know, everybody's waiting on parts, you know how it goes. But anyway, this is something I'm gonna do here and there, and just throw different little episodes in as I scrounge stuff up, because I'm gonna try and do this basically on a budget. But anyway, I'm gonna show you what I got going on. Let's show you this over here first. I picked up these two heaps. Picked up this one here. I used to work at a small engine shop, and they got a boneyard out back, so anytime I'm looking for something, I go dig in the boneyard. And my old boss is very cool about, yeah, just buy me a taco or a breakfast burrito or something, and take whatever you need back there. So I got this unit because I like the transmission in it, and it's a 5-speed transmission. So I'm gonna purpose a transmission out of this. It all seems to be good so far. I haven't got it tore apart, but it doesn't seem like it's locked up. And I picked this old jewel up here. Look at that. Cooter Browns. Anyway, I picked this jewel up off of Facebook Marketplace. Somebody's old hot rod lawnmower. It wasn't a race lawnmower, it's just they kind of painted it up. But I picked it up because this puppy right here, 17 horse IC, pull this cover off. And this thing runs like a top. It didn't run bad when I got it home, but I did pull the carburetor off of it because the gas was roached in it. So I did go ahead and pull the carburetor off and put a kit in it, rebuild the fuel pump, blah, 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 all that good stuff. But what I was wanting was an old school, this is what they call a flathead or a pose motor. So it's flathead, but you got one piston this way, one piston that way, not like a V-twin, if that makes any sense. But I wanted this motor because this way I could run either zoomies or side pipes. You know, I think it'd be pretty cool. So we got a transmission, engine I'm gonna purpose, and I'm probably gonna rip all the wiring harness and all that stuff out because this has electric start, has headlights on it. So, and everything works. Charge system works good. I've had it running. Battery's no good in it, but I put a jump box on it after I got it running. And I took all the side pieces off just to get some stuff out of the way. And so anyway, this thing runs extremely good, doesn't smoke, doesn't knock, and runs great. So we got us an engine, transmission, and this is what we're gonna go with. Are y'all with me? Yeah, we're gonna make us a Rod Wheelbarrow T-bucket thing. I just kind of threw me a front wheel out there for some kind of mock-up purposes. I picked this tub up at the swap meet, Pate Swap Meet, I think for like 10 bucks or something. Guy was pretty cool. I got a whole set of these golf cart baby moons that are in really good shape. They're dirty, but I got a whole set of those. And oh, Charles is down there hanging. I was hanging out with him, and he picked an extra wagon up. And I really hate to cut this thing up, so I might just hold on to it because the tub in this one is actually pretty good. I hate to cut up vintage stuff, really hate to. But I'm thinking if I find another one that's kind of rusty, I could whack it in half and put like a little bed on the back for a fuel tank and battery and all that. And actually picked up another wheelbarrow on my way home the other day. Somebody set it out by the curb. It's all complete, and even had a brand new tube because it had a flat tire. It had a brand new tube with it. So I have two wheelbarrows. I'm gonna put these on the back. Not sure what I'm gonna do on the front yet. I'm gonna make my own frame. Nothing fancy. Just gonna grab some tubing or something like that wherever I can scrounge up. But that's next game plan. So, like I said, it's gonna be kind of here and there, but my next deal is, oh, that lighting's bad. Whatever, I'm in the shade. Y'all get the picture, right? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get the engine pulled out of this thing and get pulleys and whatever I can salvage off the mowers that I might keep and repurpose for the rat rod. I don't know what we're gonna call this thing. Rat rod Wheelbarrow bucket, I guess. I got to come up with a cool, snazzy name. Unless y'all want to drop me whatever you think we might call it, hey, drop me a comment below. So, here and there, I'm going to go ahead and get this stuff drug in the shop, and I'm going to maybe time-lapse some, just ripping it apart and getting all the parts off that I can probably salvage or repurpose. So anyway, that's the next thing up on the build, and we'll see how this here conglomeration goes. So let's stay tuned, folks. All right, we're gonna drag this old heap. Actually, we're gonna drive this old heap, even with the tire off the rim. Don't care. We're gonna drive this old heap. Hopefully, she'll crank up in the shop, and we're gonna start ripping this thing down. Mainly get the engine out of it, and I don't know what else I'm gonna rob off of it. Definitely all the electrical system, key switch, blah blah blah. Not sure what else we're gonna use, but let's see if this whole thing will crank. Battery is dead as all get out. It's like from 2017. But anyway, I got her on the max boost, so give her a little choke here. See how she pops off. Where's some key switch? Here we go. Let's see if she'll crank. Woo! I'll choke. Oh yeah, look at that. No smoke. No knock. That runs good. Let's chop it. All right, boy, I got one heck of a mess, but I got this thing pretty much stripped down, and figure out, look at the drive line. I'm still trying to figure out what I'm gonna do for a drive line. I want to use a like a limited slip differential, not a live axle on the back, and I don't want this rear end. I was gonna try and rob the one out of the other motor I got, because this is a hydrostat, which you know, you just push the pedal and whatnot. But the other one actually has a 5-speed transmission on it, so I'd have a limited slip differential with gears. But somehow I want to see if I can run a centrifugal clutch, you know, like a Comet, like a 30 series or 40 series, probably, to fit this 1-inch shaft on this crank to the transmission, so it's easy to drive. So if my daughters want to drive it or the wife wants to drive it, it's you know, it'll still, you could just basically put it in whatever gear you wanted, or you can kind of just shift on the fly. I think this mower is like a kind of a shift on the fly type thing. But anyway, I got it pretty much stripped down. I was trying to check out the drive line, but let me come over here and grab this thing. Kind of show you what we're looking at here. Just sit this right about yonder. Yeah. Front end's definitely got to be a lot lower. I want the whole thing sitting real low, not way up in the ground like a monster truck or something. But it's definitely got to be a lot lower than that. But let's go. I think that'll look pretty cool. I'm gonna put a dash in this thing. Somehow I'm gonna put a dash in it, so I have the steering column come up and have a dash for the key switch and choke lever and headlights and all that. But that's kind of looking kind of snazzy. All right. Well, Another thing I seen when I took this thing apart is the whole engine plate. Let's see if I can kind of get down here. This whole engine plate is actually bolted through the frame. So whatever frame I'm gonna build, I don't think I'm gonna use this. I think I'm gonna try and make something of my own. But anyway, it's pretty cool that I can just unbolt this whole engine plate, and whatever I build as far as a frame, I can just bolt this engine plate right into it or weld it or whatever. Thought that was kind of cool. I didn't really notice that until I got all the exhaust and everything else off, and I was down here looking at it, and I was like, wow, this is actually like a whole bolt-in engine plate. That's kind of cool. So I got a big mess to clean up. I'm going to get the engine off this thing and whatnot, and maybe see if I feel like it, I'm gonna try and drag the other one in that I got outside and rip it all down, and then make a trip to the scrap pile, whatever I decide I don't keep. Probably gonna keep some of the hood and everything, so whenever I get back to the body part, I'm gonna try and repurpose everything. I ain't worried about really what it looks like. It's supposed to be kind of a ratty looking thing. I'm gonna try not to make nothing fancy looking. But so I got a mess to clean up, finish getting the engine off, and maybe drag in the other one. So stay tuned.